What's going on, guys? So I've been reading into something that's really cool. I've been trying to look into what is called psychoacoustics, and it's pretty cool. Let's check out some of this stuff. Okay, so psychoacoustics. So according to my knowledge and how I'm kind of interpreting how psychoacoustics works, it's like they're picking out certain frequencies to elicit certain reactions from the brain, right? So they're putting in certain frequencies to kind of make a track more attractive, or to boost up its performance, just to make a track seem like it's better than others. Like, if there was a really terrible track and you're just like, oh my god, I just cannot connect to this track at all. I'm just not feeling it. This isn't really my taste. And then all of a sudden, here comes this plugin, and boom, this plugin will out of nowhere make that track sound way better, much more attractive. It just is, it's like a drug, right? I mean, like, you're just basically taking that that ecstasy pill and shoving it into the track, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing now. Like, what did you do? Like, like, for some weird reason, I feel like I'm addicted to this track. And so I've been looking at what is called Plutonium by OV1 Records. I've tried to watch it a couple of times on some other channels just to kind of see what does this actually do. And apparently most of the time people are like, wait, what? This doesn't do anything to my track. This doesn't do nothing. The only thing that it's doing is adding static. And so to my surprise, this does actually add something to it. You got to really kind of hone in, you got to focus, you kind of have to step away from your monitors and really hone in on what is actually happening to the track. And you really got to get in touch, with your brain too, you know what I mean? You have to, like, really see if your brain is affected by anything that's happening inside the track. So let's take, I'm gonna show y'all the web page here. Let's go check it out on the web page. Alright guys, so here is the Plutonium plugin, and so far it looks like the website is very well designed. They got some videos, they got some tutorials here, they got a manual. That'd be nice. I guess there's nothing to download it. Give life to your track. Easy to use. Experiment several feelings. You won't hear it, you'll feel it. You can contact them. So I mean, it's a pretty solid website. It's got a lot of information for you to really ingest and really try to figure out what exactly is happening. Let's see, an audio effect which would give you instant control of sensation generated by your tracks. That noise generator plugin for psychoacoustic effects will allow you to make your production sound ultra rich instantly, and will give you vertical spatialization control by choosing where you want to make your elements bump inside you. Inside you? What? Plutonium is a noise generator that will allow you to target each part of your body. What do you mean, target each part of your body? Let's see. The process that we have developed mixes the generated noises with your tracks, allows you to target each part of your body individually. Good God. Toggling the preset buttons will send effect to all of them at different intensities. I feel like that should be intensities, so as to cause variations of feelings to the listeners. So let's see. It's 120 euros, so it's roughly, I think, like $130, $110 around that range. I live in America, so we got to get that dollar sign in here. I'm assuming it's probably made in Europe, which is kind of cool, I guess. So let's check it out on a mix here. Try to see if we can get the same effect from other plugins and see if this is really something you should buy. Okay, here is Plutonium. So it looks like we have some options on the left here, giving you a different kind of feel, I'm assuming. Let's see what else we got. Looks like looks like this is a lineup of different usages when inserting it on a track or a master bus, etc. It looks like these are different feels as well. Weird. Looks like these are solos. Let's see. Solo. Yep, these are solos. Ooh, they even have different colors. I love how it goes from blue to pink. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it looks like only one. It only goes up to one. That's kind of weird. You'd think it'd go higher. They're claiming that it's just gonna boost your track tenfold, but it only goes up to one. Like, okay, all right. Let's see. We got an output and a mix knob. What's this? I don't know what that is. It looks like it's a bypass. What's this? It looks like that's just more information. Okay. So let's just kind of continue through here and see what exactly this plugin is gonna do. All right, so we're gonna also kind of check our stereo field here. I'm using the Blue Cat Stereoscope Pro. This thing is really cool. I absolutely love it. It can really give me a really accurate display of what's really happening inside the track, mix, etc. You guys get the point. I got it on this track right over here. Boom, and we'll go right there with that. All right, here we go. Okay, so alright guys, so there is something happening inside this plugin. From what I have learned, from what I've heard from other producers and engineers, is that it's basically an exciter. It's just shoving in some odd harmonics or even harmonics into the mix or the track in this case, and it's just making it stand out in some certain aspect. Now, when I'm looking at this interface, I mean, yeah, they say it's really easy to use. I mean, yeah, you can select these guys over here, pull up these guys over here, bypass. I'm kind of curious what this button does. I really don't know what this button does. I'll try to see what that button does. I totally agree with a lot of the community out there that's trying to understand this plugin. I have no idea what I am doing to this track. They have all these words here, and supposedly it's supposed to add some different kind of an effect. I mean, I can kind of hear it. You really need some headphones to really understand what's happening inside this plugin. I could kind of hear it on my speakers, but it's much more dramatic if you get some headphones on. Things sound much more warmer, fuller. Doesn't sound like it's dull or boxed up. It sounds like you're actually sitting right next to the person who's making this track. It just sounds like you're right next to the person. You're right in the room. It just makes it has a different spice to, it has a different effect than other plugins. So I'm gonna pull up one of my most favorite plugins. Like, it's a godsend to me. It is. It's basically a well-developed exciter by Unchirp. So I'm gonna pull that up here and kind of have you guys listen to how much difference there is, and if there is any difference. Alright guys, there you have it. I pulled it up in Plugin Doctor. I don't want to make another section of that because unfortunately it's going to take up a lot more time. But the Plutonium and Unchirp share the same characteristics when pulling it up in Plugin Doctor. I mean, they go berserk. I mean, obviously these plugins are putting in a lot of different frequencies and trying to make things sound much more pleasing and much more desirable. It definitely is doing something to the track, and I feel like Unchirp, in all honesty, is 2 times better. I can hear things a lot more clearer. It sounds much more cleaner, more in depth. I feel like I'm like inside that person while creating that track, whereas Plutonium is just kind of a little dull. It seems just, I mean, it's making things warmer. It's making things a lot more presentable. It's just Unchirp has got it wrapped around its neck. I just don't. Honestly, I would spend a couple $100 more on Unchirp than on Plutonium. I feel like they need to be a lot more mindful with their user interface. It's just, there's so many unknowns on this plugin. I just have no idea what I'm doing to my signal, and then it just gives these examples and options for you to select, and I have no idea what these options are doing to your track. It's like, wait, what am I doing here exactly? I'm scrolling up on this guy's crotch, and I guess he's supposed to feel much more in love with himself. I'm not really for sure. Or like if I'm getting on top of my head and I'm just supposed to like feel like I'm in space or something. I honestly don't know. There's just so many unknowns in this plugin that I just have no idea what I'm doing to the track. Is it a good plugin? I feel like it is. I think it needs a lot more improvements as far as using the interface, and I wish they had something like in Solid Slate Logic's Native X Comp. They have a great interface, and they show you what exactly is happening to the signal when you're inserting it on your tracks. There's a really good comparison display on the SSL Native X, and it's just phenomenal. I love being able to see what is happening to the signal when putting a plugin on a track. I feel like that should be on almost every single plugin. It's like, what am I doing? What exactly is happening to the signal? What is happening to the space of my signal? I need that information in order to really make a final decision on what exactly I want to do with my track. So I mean, I give this plugin a 3 out of 5, maybe a 2.5 out of 5. Am I gonna buy it? I don't know. I mean, when I plugged in Plutonium and Unchirp on the same track, it sounded pretty cool, but I feel like a Space Designer plugin is gonna be able to help you out in those regards. And if you just put in the Unchirp plugin, I feel like it's gonna do you just fine doing that. There's a lot of Space Designer plugins. It's like just like Altiverb. I love Altiverb. Altiverb is like, I feel like, the best reverb out there. Yeah, check out the website, guys. Check out and see if it's really something you should fit out in your arsenal of plugins that y'all need. Check out the website, Cavio.net. Go to Facebook, check out Cavio on there. Otherwise, that's all we have, guys. Drop some comments below and tell me what you think about the plugin. Tell me if there's something else I need to try out. Otherwise, stay safe out there.